Hello everyone. Good morning if umaga niya man to napanood, and good evening if gabi niya man to ito napanood. So yon, I will be discussing it to you the two topics na hindi po natin na-discuss before. So as I promise, magbi-video lecture na lang po ako sa inyo. Okay, so una po natin na pag-uusapan is yung ating the citric acid cycle. As the citric acid cycle or yung tinatawag po nating Krebs cycle po. Okay, so citric acid cycle is also known as our tricarboxylic acid. So tricarboxylic acid. So from the word itself, yan tatlong carboxylic acid yon. So okay, again, tatlong, ayan, 3 carboxylic acid or carboxylic acid. Okay, carboxyl acid or carboxylic acid. So, ayan yung pangalan niya. It can be either Krebs cycle, citric acid cycle, or tricarboxylic acid cycle. Ayan, also known as Krebs cycle. And in aerobic conditions, pyruvate is the end product of glycolysis. Ayan, alam natin yan. I hope na memorize nyo na yung ating reaction of glycolysis. We have here our pyruvate, which is an end product of our glycolysis. The next step is the formation of acetyl coenzyme A. Diba na-discuss natin before that ang ating pyruvate, dun sa fate of pyruvate, ang ating pyruvate can be converted into acetyl coenzyme A na magpro-proceed ngayon or magagamit or precursor ng ating citric acid cycle. So kapag walang acetyl coenzyme A yan, hindi siya magpro-proceed sa cycle na to. Okay po? So, acetyl coenzyme A, whether from glycolysis or fatty acid spiral, is the initiator or precursor or yan yung starting molecule po natin of the tricarboxylic acid. In carbohydrate metabolism, acetyl coenzyme A is linked between glycolysis and tricarboxylic acid cycle. Again po, kapag carbohydrate metabolism, yung ating acetyl coenzyme A is naglilink siya between glycolysis and tricarboxylic acid cycle. Next po natin, so we have here our functions of our citric acid cycle. The oxidation of acetyl coenzyme A to carbon dioxide. Ayan, again, the oxidation of our acetyl coenzyme A to carbon dioxide. And always remember po na kapag ating citric acid cycle, it occurs in the mitochondrial matrix. Ayan, lagi niyo po tatandaan ng ating citric acid cycle occurs in the mitochondrial matrix. Functions include also the formation of our NADH and FADH2. Mamaya dun sa cycle natin, papakita ko sa inyo kung paano na-form ang ating FADH2 and NADH for the entrance into electron transport chain and subsequent ATP regeneration. Also, the synthesis of important molecules include our succinyl coenzyme A. Yan, yung succinyl coenzyme A na yan, makikita nyo mamaya. Okay? And also the precursor molecule of heme. Itong succinyl coenzyme A, and itong succinyl coenzyme A is the precursor molecule of heme. So sir, ano nga ba yung heme na nabanggit dyan? So kapag heme yan everyone, so kapag heme po, that's a vital iron containing compound. It means sulit ko dito, vital iron containing compound. Okay? So, or an iron photoporphyrin complex. Again po, or po yan, or iron photo protoporphyrin. Porphyrin. Ayan. Again po, ang ating heme is a vital iron containing compound or ion protoporphyrin found in all living systems, that includes us, 'di ba? Living systems tayo, essential for oxygen transport. Again po, nakikita siya sa all organisms. Sabihin na lang natin, all organisms. So, ang kanilang function is for oxygen transport. Oxygen transport. Ano pa po? Okay, oxygen transport. Storage natin. Storage. And cellular respiration. Okay, I hope na-gets nyo po yung ating heme. And also our oxaloacetate, which is will combine, yan, kasama yan ni ating acetyl coenzyme A, kasama niya yan para makapag-proceed po dun sa ating cycle. Okay, in early intermediate molecule in gluconeogenesis, ayan, after ng ating electron transport chain, gluconeogenesis na tayo doon. So, hintayin nyo muna, ganyan na muna yung gluconeogenesis, wag muna kayong mag-overthink. And substrate for amino acid synthesis. Also, we have our alpha-ketoglutarate. Alpha-ketoglutarate, substrate for amino acid synthesis, and citrate, that's the substrate for fatty acid synthesis. So, ayan, ang daming function ng ating citric acid cycle, everyone. So, huwag kayong malilito, i-review nyo, baka lumabas sa quiz nyo, or even sa exam nyo. Diba? So, ayun po. Next po natin. So, dito na tayo ngayon sa ating citric acid cycle, yung mismong steps na. Okay? So, makinig lang kayo mabuti, everyone. So, ganito, ito lang yung pag-uusapan natin ngayon na cycle. So, di ba parang kokonti lang, pero tingnan nyo mamaya, papakita ko sa inyo. Okay? So, unahin po natin yung ating step 1. Okay, step 1 po natin. Ayan. So, mag-start po tayo dito sa ating acetyl coenzyme A and oxaloacetate. Again po, mag-start po tayo ngayon sa ating oxaloacetate and acetyl coenzyme A. So, i-follow nyo lang po yung mga isusulat ko dito. So, we have here number 1, acetyl coenzyme A, oxaloacetate plus or combine with our oxaloacetate that will form our citrate. So, i-explain ko po sa inyo. Wait lang, palitan ko lang po yung pen ko. Okay? So, in the first step, our acetic acid subunit of our acetyl coenzyme A, again po, kasi itong acetyl coenzyme A natin, meron siyang subunit na acetic acid subunit. Okay? Meron siyang subunit na acetic acid. The acetic acid subunit of our acetyl coenzyme A is combined with oxaloacetate. Again po, magko-combine siya ng ating oxaloacetate to form a molecule of citrate with the enzyme, ito po ang tatandaan nyo, with the enzyme citrate synthase. Citrate synthase. Ulitin ko po. So, yung first step po, the acetic acid subunit of our acetyl coenzyme A is bind with our oxaloacetate to form a molecule of citrate with the enzyme citrate synthase. Ayan Okay. So, since tapos na po tayo sa ating first step, mag-proceed po tayo ngayon sa ating second step. Iganto ka na lang po, no? Iganto ka na lang po, tapos balikan na lang po natin yung, or dito na lang, sige, i-next ko na lang dito na ulit. Dito lang ako magsulat. Okay, doon sa ating citrate, number 2 naman, yung kakailanganin natin dito is citrate para makapag-form tayo ng isocitrate. So, sir, paano po yung nangyari? So, citrate is rearranged, sabi dyan, rearranged into isocitrate. Citrate is rearranged into isocitrate by the enzyme aconitase. Aconitase. Again po yung ating citrate is rearranged into isocitrate by the enzyme aconitase. So this happens by first removing water. Again po, magre-remove po tayo dito ng remove H2O. Okay, remove H2O po natin dito, then adding it back again in a different way. Again po, kasi di ba, i-rearrange lang po natin yung ating citrate to isocitrate. So wala pong matatanggal sa kanya. Nagigets nyo po? Wala pong matatanggal sa kanya. So sir, bakit po nilagay dyan remove H2O? Kasi nga, ibabalik naman natin yon. Okay po, ulitin ko. So this happens by first removing water from our citrate and adding it again in a different way, which changes the structure of molecule. Tinanggal natin yung water doon sa ating citrate, pero binalik lang din naman natin doon yung process na yon, doon na nag-iiba yung structure ng ating molecule. Kaya naging isocitrate na siya. So it means this steps now, or this step is irreversible. Irreversible. Ayan ha. So kapag nag-remove ka ng water sa isocitrate, hindi na siya babalik sa citrate yon. Okay? So irreversible yon. Nagigets nyo po? So next po natin, number 3. So tapos na dito, madali lang, di ba? Na-rearrange lang. Number 3 natin, our isocitrate into alpha ketoglutarate. Ayan. Isocitrate natin into alpha ketoglutarate. Carbon dioxide is released. NAD positive becomes NADH. So itong NAD positive natin, na-reduce siya to form NADH. Ganyan lang po yan. Okay, so tingnan natin dito sa ating diagram para maisulat ko ulit. So in the third step, our isocitrate molecule is oxidized. Again po, ang ating isocitrate is oxidized. Sulat ko na lang po dito, oxidized. Na-oxidize po ang ating isocitrate by a NAD molecule. So ilagay ko dito, NAD yan ha, NAD. Okay? Yung ating isocitrate is oxidized by our NAD molecule to form NADH. 'Di ba, na-reduce siya from our NAD naging NADH sa, wherein in this cycle, yung ating NADH, yung NADH na yan, that's our first NADH of the cycle. Yan po ha. Ulitin ko po. Our isocitrate is oxidized by a NAD molecule to NADH, where our NADH is the first NADH of the cycle. And then after this reaction, after natin ma-reduce yung ating NAD into NADH, may ma-release po na carbon dioxide. Thus, after releasing our carbon dioxide, that will now create our alpha ketoglutarate using the enzyme. Okay, sulat ko po dito, using the enzyme isocitrate dehydrogenase. Okay? Using our enzyme isocitrate dehydrogenase. So natapos na po natin maka-form ng ating alpha ketoglutarate. And then dito may na-release na carbon dioxide. Okay, as you can see in the next step po natin, number 4, sa next step po natin, makikita nyo dito sa alpha ketoglutarate to succinyl coenzyme A. 'Di ba parehas sila ng isocitrate to alpha ketoglutarate, wherein may na-release po tayo na carbon dioxide, meron din po tayong na-form na NADH. So i-explain ko po sa inyo kung ano po ito. So in here, alpha ketoglutarate into succinyl coenzyme A. So another carbon dioxide is released and NAD positive becomes NADH. So parehas lang sila ng ating isocitrate to alpha ketoglutarate. So tignan po natin. Ayan, so i-zoom ko na. Okay, Our fourth step is the oxidative decarboxylation of alpha-ketoglutarate to succinyl coenzyme A complex. Again po, the fourth step is the oxidative decarboxylation. Sulat ko po dito. Oxidative decarboxylation. Ayan. Oxidative decarboxylation of our alpha-ketoglutarate to form succinyl coenzyme A complex by the enzyme, always remember this one, by the enzyme alpha-ketoglutarate. Wait lang, palitan lang natin, huwag na ganyan. Okay, alpha-ketoglutarate dehydrogenase complex. Ulitin ko po. Okay? So, our alpha-ketoglutarate, or in this step, our it is called the oxidative decarboxylation of our alpha-ketoglutarate to form succinyl coenzyme A complex with the enzyme alpha-ketoglutarate dehydrogenase complex. Okay? So, a molecule of NAD, again, a molecule of NAD, lagay po natin dyan, a molecule of NAD is reduced again to form NADH, and carbon dioxide is released. Again po, a molecule of NAD po is reduced again to form our NADH, and then there is a release of carbon dioxide. Parang parehas lang din sila ng isocitrate to alpha-ketoglutarate, yung step 3 po natin. Okay? So, tapos na po tayo sa ating step 4. Sa step 5 naman tayo. Okay, step 5 natin, that's succinyl coenzyme A into succinate. Again po, yung succinyl coenzyme A po natin to succinate. It produces ATP, ayan, GTP po natin, the form of GTP po natin by substrate level phosphorylation. So, sir, paano naman po nangyari ito? Okay, in the next step po natin, dito po, the high energy thioester band, again po, the high energy thioester band of our succinyl coenzyme A, high energy thioester band of our succinyl coenzyme A is cleave. Again po, kapag cleave ang pinag-uusapan, nag-break po siya. Again po, in the next step, the high energy thioester band of the succinyl coenzyme A is cleaved by the enzyme succinate thiokinase. Lagyan po dito. Succinate, ito po yung enzyme, succinate thiokinase or succinyl coenzyme A synthetase. Synthetase. Nagigets po? Again po, ulitin ko, in this step, the high energy thioester band of our succinyl coenzyme A is cleaved by the enzyme succinate thiokinase or succinyl coenzyme A synthetase to form our succinate. And also in this step, in this cycle, or in this reaction, meron po tayong na-create na ating ATP. Okay, we are done with this one. So, mag-proceed po tayo sa ating next na step. Sa 6th step na po tayo. Succinate to fumarate. Okay, our FAD becomes FADH2. Ganito lang kasimple yan. FAD is reduced to form FADH2. Ganyan lang po kasimple yan. Okay? Our FAD is reduced to form FADH2. So, tingnan po natin kung paano po nangyayari yon. In this step, it involves the oxidation of the succinate to form fumarate by a molecule of FAD. Ayan, by a molecule of FAD or our flavin adenine dinucleotide. Again po, in this step, it involves the oxidation of our succinate to fumarate or to form fumarate by a molecule of FAD or the flavin adenine dinucleotide. Okay? So in our FAD, there is a removal of 2 hydrogen atoms. Okay? In our FAD, it removes 2 hydrogen atoms from our succinate to form from our succinate and forces, again, ulitin ko po, so the FAD removes 2 hydrogen atoms from the succinate. Again po, yung ating FAD, siya yung responsible sa pagtanggal ng 2 hydrogen sa succinate na yan, wherein it forces a double bond to form between the 2 carbon atoms. So, sabihin natin kapag yung ating succinate meron siyang carbon bond na ganyan. So, ang ginagawa ng FAD natin ngayon is ifo-force niya na makapag-create po sila ng double bond in a 2 carbon atom. So, ang mangyari po, magiging ganito yung bond ng succinate natin. Okay, na-force niya para makapag-create ng 2 double bond between 2 atoms to form or to create our fumarate. The enzyme involved is succinate dehydrogenase. Again po, the enzyme involved is succinate dehydrogenase. Okay, tapos na po tayo sa ating fumarate. So ulit i-ano po natin, i-next na po natin. Okay? So kapag naguguluhan po kayo or kapag masyadong mabilis, pwede naman pong balik-balikan. Okay? Next po natin, our fumarate to malate. So water is added through hydration step. Okay? Kapag hydration, always remember this one, kapag hydration, there is an addition of water. So the next step involves the hydration of fumarate. Ay, hydration. So ilagay ko dito arrow. Hydration of fumarate to malate by the enzyme fumarase or fumarate hydratase. Again po, fumarase or fumarate hydratase. Ayan. Okay? So, madali lang yan. And then, for the last step po natin, okay, step 8 na yan, this is the final step. Okay, this is the final step. So, next ko po. So, malate to oxaloacetate. Again, malate to oxaloacetate. NAD positive becomes NADH. Again, na-reduce lang po yan. Yung ating NAD yan, yung ating NAD, na-reduce po siya into NADH. Oxaloacetate is regenerated and restart the cycle. Kasi kaya nga cycle siya, di ba? Kaya nga bilog yan kasi nga cycle po yan. Okay? So, kailangan ulit natin yung oxaloacetate na yan and acetyl coenzyme A para makapag-proceed po ng isang cycle pa po. Or pangalawang cycle, tatlong cycle, depende po yon. Okay? And then, our malate molecule, ayan, ang ating malate molecule is oxidized by a NAD molecule. Again po, yung ating malate is oxidized by our NAD molecule. Ito oxidized yung NAD, yung ating NADH naman, that's our reduced molecule. So the carbon that carried the hydroxyl group is now converted into a carbonyl group. Again, dito sa reaction po natin ng ito ngayon, na ano po, since na-oxidize po yun, the carbon that carried the hydroxyl group is now converted into carbonyl group. Again, yung OH po natin na yan, kumbaga OH po natin, na-convert po siya into carbonyl group. So, that's C double bond O. That's our carbonyl group. So, the end product is oxaloacetate. which then combine with acetyl coenzyme A again. Okay, magko-combine yan, ito, tapos ito, addition yan, okay, magko-combine sila, and begin the Krebs cycle all over again. The enzyme is malate dehydrogenase. Wala, bakit ganon? Pinipindot ako. Okay, malate dehydrogenase. Okay? So, ganun po yun ha. Huwag kayong malilito. Again. Next na po natin. Ala, bakit merong ganyan? Wala dapat yan eh. Okay, mali po yung pan na download ko po na PowerPoint. Sige, I'll re-upload na lang po yan. So, dito po, always remember that, ayan always remember po yung palagi ko sinasabi ninyo na 1 NADH and 1 NADH is equal to 3 ATP. And then 1 FADH2 is equal to 2 ATP. In transition reaction, itong transition reaction na to, everyone, ito makikita nyo mamaya, transition reaction, that's the reaction or the cycle po bago mag-proceed po sa ating Krebs cycle. Di ba katatapos lang ng glycolysis natin, may transition reaction po tayo, may nakre-create din po dyan na ATP bago po siya mag-proceed sa ating Krebs cycle. And after this 3 steps or these sources, yung carbon flow natin, may makre-create tayo na total of 38 ATP. Okay? May makre-create po tayo na 38 ATP. Okay? So in transition reaction before TCA cycle, ayan, before TCA cycle, 6 ATP, okay, 6 ATP from 2 NADH from, ala, ba't ganun? May sa screen. From 2 NADH are produced in oxidative phosphorylation that yields 8 ATP. Okay, that yields 8 ATP. Tama po ba? Ay, wait lang, hindi. Hindi. That's 6 ATP. Okay, 6 ATP. Mali to, okay? 6 ATP. Nandyan na nga, di ba? Nandyan na nga. Nagkakamali pa tayo. Okay? So, ulitin ko po, in transition reaction, before the citric acid cycle, 6 ATP from 2 NADH are produced in excuse me po. Patalastas lang yon. Are produced in oxidative phosphorylation that yields 6 ATP. So, how many ATP is produced sa ating TCA cycle? So, we have here 2 ATP po. Ayan, 2 ATP plus are produced in substrate level phosphorylation. And 18 ATP and 4 ATP are produced from 6 NADH and 2 FADH2. Again po, 18 ATP from our 6 NADH. Okay, from our 6 NADH. And then 6 NADH. Ayun, tama. And then 4 ATP from our FADH2 to FADH2 respectively, that are produced in oxidative phosphorylation. Ito naman is oxidative phosphorylation, which yields a total of 24, tama ba? Okay, 24 ATP after the process. Akin po 24 ATP po after the process. Okay, sa ating Krebs cycle steps mnemonics, we have here mnemonic 1, citrate is Krebs starting substrate for making oxaloacetate. Citrate is Krebs starting substrate for making oxaloacetate. And then we also have here mnemonic 2, can I keep selling sex for money, officer? Ayan. Can I keep selling sex for money, officer? Di ba mas maganda tong mnemonic 2. Mas mabilis siyang i-memorize. Ganyan naman kayo, magaling ka mag-memorize kapag ganyan yung mga mnemonics. And then, for the breakdown, that citrate, steps lang po tayo, citrate po tayo muna. And then, isocitrate. And then, ketoglutarate. or yung ating alpha ketoglutarate, succinyl coenzyme A, succinate, fumarate, malate, and then oxaloacetate. Krebs cycle enzymes naman in mnemonic, in order po to, can a intelligent kid study science for medical degree? Ganon. Okay, can a intelligent kid study science for medical degree? For the breakdown, that's isocitrate synthase, aconitase, isocitrate dehydrogenase, alpha ketoglutarate dehydrogenase, succinyl coenzyme A, synthase, succinate dehydrogenase, fumarase, and malate dehydrogenase. And for the electron transport chain na, wala na pala. Okay, that's all for our, that's all for our, ito na pala yung last step po natin. Yung last, okay, last slide po. Ito yung last slide po natin, ha. Huwag niyong kakalimutan. Ito, i-memorize nyo na. I-upload ko na lang yung magandang copy po ng ating PowerPoint. So for the glycolysis, 'di ba, meron tayong 2 ATP na produce po sa substrate level phosphorylation, and then 6 ATP po sa ating oxidative phosphorylation. That's a total of our 8 ATP. And for transition reaction, meron po tayong 6 ATP po na na-produce from our 2 NADH. That's a total of 6 ATP maximum yield. And also for our Krebs cycle, ayan, meron tayong 2 ATP sa substrate level phosphorylation, and then meron tayong 18 plus 4. Okay, that's 22 sa oxidative phosphorylation, a total of 24 ATP maximum yield. And after this process, kasi sa electron transport chain pala, everyone, wala kang masyadong mapo-form doon na ATP. So dito po nababase yung naproproduce po na ATP sa ating glycolysis, transition reaction, and Krebs cycle lang po. So all in all, we have here under substrate level phosphorylation, we have 4 ATP. Under our ATP maximum yield, that's 38. Okay, 38 po yung gamitin natin na ATP maximum yield. Max. Okay po. So that's all for our Krebs cycle. I hope makapag-review kayo ng maayos kasi lalabas po yan lahat sa inyong exam. And kapag may tanong po, mag-PM lang po or mag-chat lang po sa GC natin. Ayan po, open naman po tayo for queries and concerns and clarifications. Ayun, bye-bye everyone. Good night.